Cecilia Yu So-sa was a member of a prominent Korean Catholic family who was martyred with her children decades after her husband faced the same fate. She was the second wife of Augustine Jeong Yak-jong, a Korean scholar who had converted to Catholicism. He wrote the first Catholic catechism written entirely in Korean. She became a Catholic following the example of her husband. Augustine had a child, Charles, from a previous marriage, and Cecilia would have 3 children of her own. During the 1801 Sinyu Persecution, the whole family was arrested and their assets were confiscated. Augustine and Charles were killed, but Cecilia and her 3 children were released. After the death of her husband, she lived with her in-laws, but they were cold to her and she faced many hardships. Her eldest daughter died soon after, leaving Cecilia alone with her son Paul and her daughter Elizabeth. Many family members tried to persuade these 3 to give up their Catholic faith. They faced threats, ridicule, and even abuse. All 3 of them remained steadfast. Cecilia did her best to provide her children with a Catholic education, but it was difficult because all of the Catholic books in the country had been burnt and the priests killed. Both of Cecilia's surviving children were very devout. Paul traveled to China disguised as a servant in order to recruit new priests there, but his attempts failed due to renewed persecution in China. Elizabeth stayed at home and helped her mother earn a living by sewing, and she also devoted herself to charitable works and catechizing other Catholics. In 1839, a new wave of persecution swept Korea. Cecilia, then aged 79, was arrested along with her children. Because of her family's reputation, she was considered a serious criminal despite her age. All 3 of them were subject to torture, but they refused to give up the names of their fellow Catholics. Cecilia was flogged 230 times over the course of 5 interrogations. Paul was beheaded on September 22, 1839. Cecilia was killed on November 23rd, beaten to death because it was against the law to behead the elderly. Elizabeth was beheaded on December 29th. Cecilia, Paul, and Elizabeth were canonized in 1984, and their feast day is September 20th. Cecilia's husband Augustine and his son Charles have been beatified as well.